Next thing you want to do in creating a practice plan is set your objective. Set your objective. And really, for a practice plan for ages 4 and 5, you're probably going to work on one objective. 4, 5, and 6. I mean, I can't imagine you working on more than one objective for a half hour, 40 minutes. I wouldn't recommend it. And then as you get older, you might only want to work at maximum 2 objectives. The importance is you want to prioritize. Some of these kids have never played baseball before. Some of them have so many different needs that honestly, no matter what you decide to do in practice, is going to be valuable. But you can't throw 10 things at them at once. You can't throw 15 things at them at once. You have to prioritize and say, what's the most important? Because these kids are going to need so much work and so much help, and they're in need of so many skills that no matter what you do, again, it's going to be right. They need it. But again, find out what's most important. Now, if it was me, if I was running the team, and I know Dave feels the same way about this, it's defense first. It's throwing, catching is #1 priority. I mean, for the younger kids, it's about safety. If they can't throw and catch, especially if they can't catch, someone's going to get hurt. So, I mean, that's got to be the priority for the younger groups, is catching the ball. And then go into throwing and fielding and catching a fly ball and then hitting. That would be my order of importance. Okay? Now, I mean, you might have a team that, with all returning players, they might throw and catch pretty well. So maybe you can back off a little bit there and work on hitting, make adjustments. But again, my philosophy has always been, and I know Dave's right on par with this because I copied his philosophy. Coaches, we all cheat off each other. Is that I built my program like he built his program. Pitching, defense. That's the most important thing. You guys working with young kids, I would focus on throwing and catching first, and then hitting down the line. Anything to add to that, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, if you can't throw and catch, then you really got a problem. So, I mean, we've been going to high school for the high school season's been about a month. We've barely done any hitting. It's all pitching and defense, base running. Just bunting. Hitting, we try to do it at the end of practice, but we want to make these guys sure that, if we're going to get beat, we're going to get beat when the other team's just better or they just bash the ball around that day. But we're going to make sure that we pitch the ball well and we catch the ball well. And I just want to see out of the coaches here, make sure they teach throwing and catching the right way. That's why I mentioned that thing before. It's really, really important. It makes the game go so much smoother, and it makes it more fun for everybody. And when you see the developments there, when kids stop being afraid of the ball, it's very gratifying.